Hey, quick question. How much money did you lose as a musician this year? And hold on, before you tap out on me, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I've did some math. I've been a professional musician for more than 18 years, and I did some math just based on some things I know as a working professional musician. So the average musician makes about $35,000 a year, somewhere roughly about $35,000 a year. So we'll use that number for this example. So if you're the average good musician, you can do about $35,000 a year working just a main gig. That could be a church gig, some other type of gig, but the main thing that most of us do are church type situations. So let's say $35,000 a year being a musician. Now, my question is, are your skills currently up to par where you can do that type of job? Because you have to be the person that does the thing to have what you want to have. So if the $35,000 a year as a musician is something you're desiring, you have to first be that person. We'll get there in just a second. So the next thing you can do, once you develop your skills to the place that you got that $35,000 a year job, teaching. You can do teaching. Just say if you at a low scale, you did $25 a lesson for just 20 students. I've already did the math for you, so you don't even have to think about it. So you do about $500 a month, right? Just with 20 students charging $25. And just keep in mind while I'm talking, all the things that I'm talking about, your price point as a musician goes up as your skill increases. You can raise your price point based on your skill level. All right, so you still with me? So $500 a month just teaching lessons alone. So that's about $6,000 a year on a low scale. That's only if you get about 20 students a month, only charging $25. Now, keep in mind, you can charge more than that, just like barbers or anything else. The better your skill is, you can charge more. So you can charge 25, 30, 45, 50, and so on. So it's not impossible for you to charge that kind of money as a musician and people be willing to pay for it. So just keep those things in mind as we move through this example. So chances are you might not be a session musician if you're watching this. And if you are, I want to put some on your mind. So at a low level, if you're needing that experience, but you still play pretty good, so you could charge at a low level, you can charge $100 per recording session. This is if you're recording from home. I mean, you're in your pajamas recording music. I've done it. So on a low scale, by the way, I don't charge $100 for recording, but on a low scale, let's say you only got 24 sessions a year. That's like 2 sessions per month, 12 months in a year, 24 sessions a year. You can earn up to about $2,400 on a low scale with just 24 sessions a month. You still with me? All right. So let's say teaching and sessions combined, that's about $8,400 only if you did teaching and sessions and you kept your 9-to-5 job. Look, I only want to teach a little bit of bass. I only want to play on the side with doing sessions and being a studio musician, that type of thing. On a low scale, $8,400 a year. Could you use $8,400 a year? Just a question. But here's my next thing. So on average, if you had the gig because you developed your skills and you did the teaching and you did all these things together, became a session musician, on average, you could do about $43,400 a year. Now, I know to a lot of you guys that might not sound like a lot of money, but let's go a little bit further because I'm trying to use small numbers because I want you to think in terms of like just on a low level, what could I do as a working good musician, right? So in 10 years, if I done nothing but that and I never moved my rates, I could earn upwards of about $434,000, right? So in about 20 years, if I kept the same set of skills, didn't change anything, and didn't raise my prices, that's about $868,000 that you didn't make if you hadn't got these skills together. So my question to you today, how much is what you don't know costing you? So we already seen if you're not making money right now as a musician, you probably lost upwards of about $40,000 this year alone. How much more can you afford to lose next year or the year after that or the year after that? Now, if this doesn't bother you at all because you're not in music for the money anyway, hey, I totally understand it. But tell me this, why do you get up and go to work? Because you need the money. For most people, we need the money. I know I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth or in my hand or anywhere close to me. I had to work and earn everything I did. And earning this money as a musician is much easier most of the time than having to go out and do a regular 9-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with that at all. And if that's what you love to do, by all means, pursue that. But if you have the opportunity to earn even more as a musician, why wouldn't you want to develop your skills to the place to get to the type of money that you would like to earn on the side to help you and your family? Now, we haven't even got into the stuff we're talking about monetizing your content online and creating passive income. We haven't even factored in any of that stuff, which I do for a living. And I've been doing this for some time now, but I want to get you started on your journey. So if any of this has resonated with you today and you know that there's way more in you than what you've been settling for as a player, set up a call. Now, here's the thing I know for sure. If you keep going like you're going and working and looking at videos and doing all this stuff, you will eventually get there. But what I can also guarantee you, if you get a coach, you can get there a lot faster. I don't want to lose 40, 50, 60, 70, however much money that I'm going to lose over the next few years because of what I don't know. I'd rather get the information as quick as I can and start implementing this information and start reaping the benefits of what I know, because I've earned it and I've worked my skills to the place where people are willing to compensate me for what I offer. Click the link below and learn more about our coaching. See you on the inside. Peace.